I'm LP Master 6 and welcome to my Switch OLED screen once again, because we will be playing, as you can see in the title of the video, Panel Dipon for SNES. Actually for Super Famicom. It never came out in the West at all, anywhere outside of Japan, until 2019, I believe. Match colorful panels to make them disappear in Panel Dipon, a puzzle game originally released for the Super Famicom system in 1995. Though this title was never translated into English, it may seem familiar. You play by swapping adjacent grid panels horizontally. If you line up at least 3 identical panels horizontally or vertically, those panels will disappear. The key is to swap panels while other panels are disappearing. That's how you get chain reactions. Use techniques like that to your advantage in order to earn the high score in time trial, or to send garbage blocks at your opponents in versus mode. Sorry, that's a singular opponent. Now, as you can see, I've not played it much, but there's our introduction to Lip, the fairy, who is everybody's favorite trope in anime. I don't know what that thing is. I don't know much about this game at all, but you know, when little girls are actually fairies, which means they're thousands of years old, so it makes it acceptable for creeps to be attracted to them. I can't express how much that whole trope bothers me, but whatever. I guess it's none of my business. I really like that title theme. So, in case somebody doesn't actually know, this game was localized as a completely different game with the same gameplay, Tetris Attack, starring Yoshi's Island characters. But originally it was this. They just thought this wouldn't be that marketable in the West, and they were 100% right. This does not appeal to my tastes whatsoever. Not that it's not a fine game. So this says how to play. But it's all in Japanese, so it's not going to help us much. And this says how to improve. But, oddly enough, every other version of the game, including Tetris Attack, has a 5th button there, Options, which is hidden in the game's files. Like, you can put in codes to make the Options menu work, but you just can't access the options for whatever reason. So we're going to hop right into one-player game, and actually I can read that. That says Indoresu. Endless mode! I guess we'll go ahead and do a little bit in endless mode, because that's the classic puzzle game mode before we get into story mode here. And these are all the fairies we can choose from. Lip, Windy, Thiana, Elias, Flare, and Serin? I don't know. But we're going to play as Lip because she's our main character. And her theme is great. You may know it from Super Smash Brothers. Oh god. So I'm really bad at puzzle games, right? In case you've never seen me before. And if you've never seen me before, I'm LP Master 6. And I'm Let's Playing every Nintendo game relevant to the original Super Smash Brothers. All of the series represented in that game. In release order. And you may be wondering, why are we doing this then? Because this is a variant on Tetris Attack for the Mario series. It's the same reason I did Doki Doki Panic, because it's the original version of Mario 2. Better be glad this starts out easy. I'm really bad at this. But even if you're really bad at it, it still goes on for forever. See, I thought this was the story mode at first, so earlier today, I was playing this for like 15 minutes, and I was like, oh my god, how do I move on to the next stage? Speaking of, you can press R to make the blocks come up faster. Oh, L does it too. That was bad. We're gonna lose extra early. But I feel like the gameplay is pretty self-explanatory. And honestly, as coveted as a game as Puzzle League is, that's what it's referred to these days in all non-Japan regions, because Tetris Attack, they didn't get to keep the Tetris naming license for long because it's not a Tetris game. So one of the main guys at the Tetris company was actually kind of mad at Nintendo because this wasn't a Tetris game at all, and they thought this game could stand on its own. but they just used the name Tetris to sell it, so that's why Tetris Attack has not been released since. Ooh. I had no idea I was capable of that. Well, I don't know how to do anything fancy in this game. I'm just enjoying Lip's theme and a nice relaxing talking time here. This is one of those games where I'm just going to vlog about nothing, I guess, because I don't know what I'm doing. If you want to watch somebody good play this, I'm sure there's tons of people on the internet playing Tetris Attack, because that is a well-loved game. Sure, we'll just let nature do its thing here. We'll let the blocks fall into place as they will. But this is Lip's Rabbit Furry, maybe? Something like that. I don't remember. I just saw it, but I have no idea. Alright, we'll get to the plot of the game in a little bit, even though I don't know what it is whatsoever. But we'll figure it out. Apparently, some evil being named like Cecily, starts with a C, has taken over the fairy world. And I'm about to spoil the game for you guys, so you might want to mute for about 10 seconds here if you don't want paneled upon spoilers. Because we're clearly not going to actually beat the whole game. Since I'm so terrible. I 100% every game I do, I try at least, except puzzle games, because I'm so bad at them, and a lot of them are just too boring to watch for that long, so just giving you a taste for them for as long as I can make them enjoyable, or as long as I can actually enjoy them, because they're fun. I like puzzle games in small doses, depending on the puzzle game, but personally, I find this one to be severely overrated. It's still fun, but out of all of Nintendo's big puzzle games they've had over the years, I mean, this is better than Wario's Woods, at least. But, I mean, compared to Dr. Mario, this sucks. Oh, sorry, here comes the spoiler now. Sorry if you muted earlier because of my unclear directions. But, and then I get distracted by the game and don't end up talking. Thanatos is the final boss. That's right, Thanatos. This cute little fairy game. The final boss is Thanatos. What? When I read that, it gave me a good silent giggle because I didn't think it was that funny. Because I wasn't talking out loud. I very rarely get a moment where I just giggle to myself out loud. I do if I'm saying something stupid to my wife, or my wife says something stupid to me while I'm at work and she texts me something stupid. Or even worse, when I text her something stupid, then I laugh out loud to something I texted my wife. But I do that. I mean, I'm sure most people do that, right? Oh my god, there's so many triangles. We have to get rid of some triangles here. And I bet this is horribly frustrating to watch for any of you people who are actually good at this game. But if you're looking for differences from Tetris Attack, I know like one. There's actually passwords in versus mode. And there's no passwords in paneled upon. But there are in Tetris Attack, that's what I meant. Which is kind of stupid, so you have to play the whole game in one sitting? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But frankly, I'm not all that interested. Oh, and also, as we'll see in a minute, the pinch theme here, as these are called, you know, when things start to get stressful, is the same as the victory theme. Like, there's no separate music for when you actually win. It just plays this song again. Or it doesn't play it again, it just keeps playing, which is really awkward because it's not a very good victory song. And I hate once you get to this part, it just keeps like starting the same songs over and over, the the stage theme and the pinch theme. I mean, it's good music, though. The soundtrack's shockingly calming and pretty good. I gave it a good listen last night because it's largely different from the Yoshi-inspired Tetris Attack music, which I have not played much Tetris Attack. I do own Tetris Attack. Both versions. I own the Game Boy version and the SNES version. I bought them for this channel to prepare for the future. I don't know why I went, jeez. Oh, we're done for. I don't know what to do. What can I do? Oh, there's something. Okay, which means I can do this. Nope, that was a bad idea. I had like 15 minutes earlier today. Oh well. No game over music either, which is really weird. But there we go. That was our good warm-up there. Now let's go into... What is that? I don't know what any of these modes are. One of them is Score Attack. One of them is Time Trial. We'll do all the modes in Tetris Attack probably. Not here. But obviously I'm going to go with easy because I suck. And why is Lip so tall there? The title screen makes her out to be some little tiny girl. And she's at least a teenager here. Which disturbs me. Was the art on the title screen just to appease those people who like the really little girl fairy type characters? Because that really bothers me. But Lip is pretty badass. You may know her her magic wand is called Lipstick. It's an item in Super Smash Brothers. And this is Windy. We have to fight Windy for some reason. I'm not sure why. But the art's actually pretty cool here. I'm not ready. Let's take a look at the pause screen and how awkward it is with no music. And how I don't know what either of those options mean. Even though they're probably continue and quit. But I have to take a swig of my great value water. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's hitting the spot. Ah. Everybody, if you're watching this, don't forget to stay hydrated and drink a good 6 bottles of water a day. At least 6 bottles of water a day. Unless you're like a little kid, then that's probably too much. Actually, 6 is too much for me. I'm only supposed to drink like 5.2 bottles of water a day. Not that 6 is going too overboard and my body just hates it and can't handle it. Because that is not the case. Oh my god, we're about to get a 5 combo. Can you believe it? Look at that. Whew! We are doing so much better than Windy. And I'm sure her name is Windy. Hey, it's garbage blocks that we can't do anything with. This game just feels like Puyo Puyo, but simpler. I don't know if that's what they were going for, but the whole puzzle game craze of the 90s. I've never been into puzzle games that aren't Dr. Mario. I like Tetris now that I actually understand how to play Tetris. See a lot of my older videos for that info. Because when I played Nintendo World Championships 1990 on the channel, I still thought that Tetris was lined up by the colors. And it took me a while to learn the colors don't actually matter. I don't know what these do. Let's find out. Can we? Okay, no, I guess we have to line them up at the bottom? I'm pretty worried here. I don't know how to get rid of the garbage blocks. But, okay, why is it just at the top taking up the whole thing? Like, I get it in Puyo Puyo and Tetris and Dr. Mario because they fall from the top and your blocks actually come from the top. That is something interesting. Your blocks come from the bottom in this game. I've never thought about how different that actually is. Do I really have to be this bad at the game? Hey! All I had to do was that. That's right. Garbage blocks don't disappear. They turn into more blocks. Alright, come on. Ooh, sick. Go me. That's right, Jason Edelman. You are rocking this. You are killing it. We actually won? Why'd she have a huge space in the middle? Oh, wait, oh, we get nice little stars. Okay, I'll take that. And that only took us 2 minutes and 22 seconds. We saved Windy's clouds. Fun fact, she's the counterpart of Lakitu. And Lip is obviously the counterpart of Yoshi. I don't remember any of the other counterparts. This is that third girl we saw earlier. She looks cool. Got that ice hair going on. I don't know. This whole game just reminds me of anime. Like, anime I wouldn't watch. I mean, there's not that many anime I'm interested in watching at all, so... I mean, I'm watching through Pokemon again, which is fun. Just the whole thing again. I'd already seen the first, like, 400 episodes. Yeah, over almost 500 episodes, and I just decided, I haven't watched in a while. I'm just going to start the whole thing over. So I'm playing through the whole Pokemon series again. You saw on my Switch OLED, I am playing through Mario Odyssey right now. Because once I bought my OLED, for those who have not heard me rant about this before, I decided to play through all my games again on a new account. And it is taking forever. And I haven't played any new games like Metroid Dread, even though I own it. And Miitopia. Like, I'm a year and a half behind on new games. Which is honestly pretty depressing. I feel so out of touch. And I'm sitting here playing Panel Dupont from 1995. But in any case, I'm almost done with 2017's games that I own. So that's nice. Mario Odyssey is really good. Still holds up. I know a lot of people complain about it in retrospect, but I don't get why exactly. Like, there's too many items. How is that a complaint in a game? Like, there's too much stuff. I mean, I kind of get it. That they think half the moons are frivolous and useless, and, like, you could spend an hour on one moon and then 2 seconds on another, which is a little dumb, but, I mean, that's kind of how Mario 64 and Sunshine are. And I get that there's people out there who don't like collectathons. Which personally, I don't get that attitude. I know that I'm from the era where collectathons are all that. Ooh, we got a flower. Oh, that's how you send her garbage blocks. Ooh. I don't even know if that was our doing, but I'm happy with it. How far are we going to make it in this game? She said, Xia. Oh, okay. And then, oh, and they join our team? Or something? I don't know. This girl looks like a monkey if you look at her from the right angle. Oh, she's like a forest fairy. Oh. I'm not ready! Okay, so she looks older. Much older. Which I guess makes sense. I think Lip is supposed to be really young. Because apparently her magic is too weak. And that's why she always has to use her magic wand. The Lip stick. I don't know if that's what it's actually called in the Panel Dupont universe. But that's what it's called in Smash Brothers. So that's what I'm going with. Which I hate to be one of those people. Because I never enjoy when people base all their knowledge on a game I really like. On its appearance in Smash Brothers. But I was surprised at how much there is to know about Panel Dupont lore. I mean, it's not an astounding amount, but it's still there. Way more than I expected. And, I mean, it's an interesting enough cast of characters, I guess. I mean, Nintendo doesn't really have another series like this. But I do have a neat fact. Instead of Tetris Attack being Yoshi characters, originally they were going to send this game to Rare and have them develop it into Killer Instinct characters. Like, have it be a Killer Instinct spinoff for the West. Somebody, not Rare, but somebody rejected it. No idea who. And it ended up getting a Mario branding, which made it sell a lot better, I'm sure. But but the head of Nintendo's PR in Japan you know, publicly stated it was going to be a Killer Instinct game in the West. I don't know if that was his idea or what. Like, they thought, how do we make puzzle games cool to the kids these days? I know, Killer Instinct. That would have been weird. I wonder if there's any demos of that exist. I probably wouldn't play them, to be honest, because I'm not into... Oh, God. Oh, we're dead. Ah, well, we didn't make it that far. Do I have any other notes for this game? No music. It's over. And why is it best, like, 1 out of 1? This is sad and a little bit creepy. Too weebish for my taste. Get out of here. We're not trying again. Well, my 2 notes were the Killer Instinct thing and the Invisible Options menu, and I did not have to check my notes for either of those. And we're not doing the multiplayer. I do multiplayer for every game I possibly can on the channel, but we're seeing a retool of this game that's more apt to what we're doing, aka the Mario series, so we'll be doing the 2-player in Tetris Attack instead. I just wanted to give this game a little brief once-over. I mean, we could try these modes, but honestly, I think my gameplay doesn't warrant you wasting more time on it here. So, I'm LP Master 6. I will see you for my next Let's Play, which will be a lot bigger. Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest. Goodbye!